The village of Nuru sat silent under the oppressive weight of a blood-red sunset. The air was thick with the scent of the desert dust and his valentry. General Mosey rode into the Lonesome town square, a man of rank and sharp charisma, his black armor clanking like a hero to his horse's name, Flanky. With a sudden, courageous movement about him and his horse, he slammed his iron gauntlet onto a wooden table, shattering the silence. Give up your traditions and your belies, or else. Your village will be owned by the army, or I shall take it by force, he bellowed. The elder trembled, his aged hand gripping a wooden staff for support. Only the emerald spear can protect us now, the elder whispered into the wind. Io pushed through the fearful crowd, his face a mask of quiet determination. He did not say a single word, but his eyes locked onto General Mosey with a gaze that did not flinch. Without a backward glance, he turned toward the distant Emerald Hills. Io sprinted past the village gates, his boots kicking up clouds of dry dust. The path ahead was treacherous. He soon reached the roaring river, where the violent currents threatened to drag him into the depths. He leapt from stone to slippery stone, his hands clawing desperately at the mossy surface until he finally reached the far side. The journey grew harder as he reached the Ancestor Range. Ao climbed the jagged cliffs, his fingers bleeding and raw against the sharp, unforgiving rock. Every muscle screamed in protest, but he did not stop. At the summit, he reached the entrance of the Cave of Ancestors, where ancient shadows danced rhythmically on the walls. Inside, the very air seemed to hum with a forgotten power. There, resting on a stone altar, sat a glowing spear. A spectral voice echoed through the chamber. Only a brave and honest heart may carry this spear. Io reached out, his spirit steady. As his palm touched the cold metal, a surge of brilliant green light erupted, blinding the cave in a celestial flash. He gripped the shaft, and the shaking walls fell silent. Ao sprinted back to Nuru like a bolt of lightning. In the village square, Mosi stood over the elder, his sword raised high for the final blow. "A child cannot stop me," Mosey roared with laughter. But Io slammed the butt of the spear into the dry earth. A massive beam of emerald light shot into the clouds, turning the sky a vibrant, glowing green. Mosey's soldiers dropped their shields in terror, their armor clattering as they fled. The general fell to his knees, his sword slipping from numb fingers. Ao walked toward the defeated general, the spear tip glowing steadily. "True strength protects others," he said firmly. The villagers flooded the square, hoisting Io onto their shoulders in a wave of relief. Courage is found not in years, but in the choices made when the world turns dark. Nuru was safe once more.